Hey everybody, and welcome back. I am really excited about this soap. This is called UnBirthday Bubble, and it was designed and inspired by my daughter, who is a competitive dancer. So in last year's competition season, which starts in March, this year's March 2020. Okay, I don't even know what year it is, or what day it is, or month. Things have been crazy, but anyway. She was in a group dance modeled after Alice in Wonderland. My brain stopped working there for a second. And she was the Mad Hatter because she's slightly mad, which she gets honest, to be fair. I will insert a picture of her costume somewhere in this video because it was adorable.
Catherine, and you can see they were the total package. They had the costumes, they had the faces, the acting, the dancing, everything was there. It was the total package. The judges want to recognize you guys for that. Tell everybody who choreographed this routine for you guys. Saran Morris. Awesome. And where do you dance? Saran's Dance Factory. That's right! Woo! All right, we have ordered them. This one is from Amazon, and it took me 14 hours. So well deserving of this costume award, and all the other characters. You guys had a lot of bling as well. Yes, well, it was so beautiful. Tell me your studio. Saran's Dance Factory. Take a big bow, girls.
Woo! Yeah, girl. She is obsessed with all things Mad Hatter, and she likes the cartoon, but we're thinking more like Tim Burton-y Johnny Depp. You know, the Twisted. So she designed everything in this. She told the swirl that I did was up to me, but she wanted the birthday cake, the blues and the greens. Some of the embed, we talked through the embeds quite a bit. I'm really proud of the embeds. They are some of my most intricate. They're not very intricate, but for me, they were pretty intricate soap dough creations that I have worked on for months, which is why it took so long for me to actually make this soap. So we are just mixing up. You just saw me, I mixed up the icing so it can be setting up, and now I'm getting ready to do my colors and swirl for this soap. But this soap has been in the works since before I got up the courage to actually make the soap. Like, I've been doing the research and stuff for soap for over a year now. And I'm pretty sure that she designed this soap like 9 months ago. Like, as soon as I decided that, yes, I wanted to start making soap, and I was doing all my research and making sure that I was comfortable with how to do it, and, you know, the chemicals and the formulations and everything. I did a lot of research. But she was designing this soap even before I had even ordered lye or oils or anything. She was like, this soap you have to make. So this soap has been quite a while in the making now. She named it, I don't know if I mentioned, UnBirthday Bubble. Because, you know, the unbirthday, the tea party, all that. And it's scented with vanilla cupcake, something along those lines. I showed it in here by Nature's Garden, and it does discolor a bit, so I did use some stabilizer because I told her that it could be fixed with the stabilizer. She really wanted these colors to be bright and vivid, at least to start, so I used some stabilizer in this. I did not, however, fragrance the icing batter on top because we wanted that nice and white and crisp. And even if this purple and green discolors a bit, I still think they'll be purple and green. They just might not be as neon over time. But that white would just go brown. So, but I have been working on this soap forever. I fiddled with the embeds. I didn't like them. They weren't right. I was having a hard time getting the 10/6 written on the card on the Mad Hatter's hat. It gave me a struggle. And then I finally said, you know what? It doesn't have to be perfect. It's soap, it's art, it just needs to be pretty, and as long as the concept is there, those that look at it should know what it is. Does anybody know why 10/6 is written on the Mad Hatter's hat? Leave a comment down below if you know what 10/6 stands for. Like I said, we're big Tim Burton, Johnny Depp, Alice in Wonderland fans in this house. So just a little something, something. Like I said, I will show you a picture because she was cute as a button as the Mad Hatter and slightly mad. And unfortunately, we didn't get to finish that dance season because after our very first competition, we got back from St. Louis. The very weekend St. Louis had its first coronavirus outbreak. Yes. So we were worried there for a bit, but we were good. We escaped it. The outbreak or the first confirmed case was like literally a mile away from where we had our competition. So we were all stressing it. And then the next competition was canceled. And then, then 2020 basically was canceled. So we did not get to finish. Unfortunately, her dance studio that she was dancing at was a very small business and could not survive the coronavirus and had to close. So she started this. She does dance at a different studio that she started at in August. But she's very heartbroken that her studio that she danced with for 8 years and gave her the love and the passion for dance closed. It was quite heartbreaking in this house. The owner was a good friend, is a good friend of mine, and it was rough. 2020, it's been rough. And now we're in election week or election month. I don't even know what's happening. Anyway, we're not even going to address that. So, you saw my daughter's hand come in and throw the peace sign. She likes to throw the deuces. She thought she was being cute. She came in and was chatting with me while I was making her soap here. So I haven't talked anything about the actual making of the soap. There was a cool story to the soap, so I thought I'd share it with you. I am using a small closed star tip, I believe it is. I'll write it in the description box if it's got a number on it. I don't even know. I buy them in so many different places. But, so I'm just piping this little sucker, trying to make it look pretty. And, I really didn't want to have to put more icing in the bag because I didn't want to fight it, but it wasn't quite what I wanted. I still had one more pass to do. With this smaller tip, I did a 4, 3, 2, 1 top. I prefer 3, 2, 1s, but I just wanted to do something different. I really wanted to use a Russian piping tip for this, but I really hadn't practiced with those yet. And like I said, this soap was so long in the making. I wanted to go with things that I had worked with, and I was more sure of. So we're just piping along. My piping skills are not the best, but I'm getting there. My fat head is in the way. I'm concentrating very hard, can you tell? And then we have got, she picked Into the Mystic by Mad Micah's to put on here. I'm pretty sure that's Into the Mystic. Is that Mad? Yeah, that's Into the Mystic by Mad Micah's. And so we just sprinkled it on a little bit. I mean, because you can't have a Mad Hatter soap without that. Oh, look at my embeds. Oh my God, aren't they cute? Look at the teapots. The teapots were the bane of my existence. And then the little hats, they are so cute. The 10/6 isn't the neatest writing because I just did mica and alcohol painting with a super, super, super thin paintbrush. But I was so tiny to get those. They're there. I know they're 10/6s. She knows they're 10/6s. And anybody that sees the name of this soap and the other things on it will understand that it's 10/6. At least I hope. My windows are open because it's absolutely beautiful right now, and the coyotes are howling. I live in BFE, Kentucky. Let's see if you can hear them. I don't know if you'll be able to hear those, but they are going to town out there, and I am surprised my dogs aren't losing their mind. Because usually they lose their mind. My female is highly protective and gets very defensive and very protective. And then We've got a male husky lab mix that likes to howl along with the coyotes, but his howl is really pitiful. He sounds like a prepubescent teenager, and it's more like a screech than a howl, but he's happy with himself. So these are a little bigger than they should have been, but they looked so cute when I was done that I was like, I'm just gonna make it work. If I have to hand cut this thing, I will hand cut this thing to make sure I don't kill one of these embeds. So, good news is I didn't have to. I just kind of went through and marked everything so that when I came through with my cutter. Okay, look, aren't those cute? Oh my God, I can't believe how cute they are. I'm so excited about this soap. I'm jazzed for it. So let's do the cut. All right, so I cut one to make sure it would all work out. Pardon. And I'm, again, very, very, very excited about this soap. It turned out exactly how I had it in my head. I mean, not exactly, okay. In my head, it was flawless, but we both know that's just not going to happen, especially to a newer soaper like I am. But I was very, very excited about how this soap turned out. The swirls are real cool. I had no idea what I was doing when I was just dropping it in the pot and in the quadrants like I did, and then just swirling my skewer through it. I just went willy-nilly with it. I was like, let's just see what happens, because I like to experiment with things and play with things here. Oh, this cheese cutter thing is shit, by the way. I don't like it. It doesn't, I modified it a bit, so at least it didn't slide around on me too much. And I had, square corners and stuff so that I could make sure everything stayed straight. But it's shit. So I'm working on getting myself a new cutter, because I can't with the knife. If I just use a knife, it's a disaster. I can't do a straight line to save my life. Like, literally, if they said straight line or you die, I would just fall down dead. So anyway, I really love the neon green and the purple together in this. I think it looks so fantastic. I did C-pop it. I don't know if I mentioned that because we were having some serious conversation. And I did C-pop this. I C-pop all of my soaps. I just really like how it gives me the color. It makes it a little easier to unmold. I like the C-pop. Plus it takes up the oven, and I'm doing the keto diet right now, so if I can't cook, it's a good thing. But it turned out really, really pretty. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you back here soon. I've got some Christmas soaps coming up that I'm super excited about. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.